Right, everybody back? Almost. I feel like celebrating this morning. I hope you do too. When we think of celebrations, some people think about New Orleans and Mardi Gras, and who can blame them? It's the best use of beads since the Dutch bought New York. Now, most people would acknowledge Christmas as a great celebration, even if it's just for the presents, although most people do very praiseworthy things through the season. And nearly everyone looks forward to that kiss at midnight on New Year's Eve. Although I have a sign-up sheet, which is strangely blank. Are you going to reconsider? No. There's plenty of time, and I've got 5 spaces. So anyway, all these celebrations are great. And yet it is November, which is underrated as a month of celebration and praise. This year, we have several occasions for celebration throughout the month. Now, no one will admit this, but you know it's true. Dentists celebrate the first week after Halloween. You know it's true. And then this year we celebrated some unexpected events when the World Series was played. Not only did the Philadelphia Phillies unexpectedly make the playoffs and the World Series, but as the Houston Astros were playing it, people in Texas actually cheered for Latin immigrants and hoped that they would overstay their visas. Celebrate good times, come on. By definition, the majority of us are celebrating the end of the election. And the rest of us can celebrate the prospect of the next election. So these are all happy things. And of course, this is Veterans Day weekend. And during Veterans Day just passed, and this is a weekend in which we recognize, praise, and applaud those folks who sacrificed some of their time and some of their talents in order to safeguard our nation. And right here in our small gathering today, we have the Army, the Air Force, and the Navy represented. And yes, Bob, we're going to count the other services as necessary. So we do thank you, we applaud you, and we are happy that you're here. We do appreciate you. However, the greatest celebration of November, the greatest celebration of the month that we are in is Thanksgiving, in which we gather with family and friends, and we remember how fortunate that we all are. The reason that this month has so many celebrations is that we have lots of praiseworthy things to celebrate. There are things for which we can be grateful. There are people who have influenced us in wonderful ways. And there are people who have helped us along the way. The things for which we can be thankful are both large and small. Some of these events are unexpected. Perhaps you got an unexpected raise at work. Perhaps you had an act of random kindness directed at you. Or perhaps you simply had an encounter with an interesting person. These are all wonderful things. And some of us actually keep gratitude journals, so we can keep our focus and remember the good things that we have to be thankful for. Others of us simply remember the good things that are important. Always be grateful for what is important, and all the good things are important. We should also remember to celebrate the people who have done praiseworthy things for us. There might be people who have inspired us. These may be well-known celebrities, or they may be someone surprising, perhaps kind of a little boutique inspiration. In any case, it is hard to attend this gathering on every Sunday and not be inspired at some point. Moreover, we need to celebrate the people who have helped us. I will bet most of us have had a helping hand at some point during the year this year. And I will bet that the rest of us have faulty memories. Even if you can't come up with the name of anyone off the top of your head, go ahead and celebrate people who have helped. It's the time for it. People who inspire us and people who help us are the forces which enable Eric Butterworth to write that we never reap all of the troubles that we sow, and we always reap a little more good than we sow. Butterworth implies that the universe puts its thumb on the scale in our favor. If it's true, isn't this part of the concept of grace? Of these, the people who encourage us and the helpers, the psalmist said, "One generation shall laud your works to another, and shall declare your mighty acts." Of course, we should celebrate the people who inspire us and who help us. However, there's someone else that you need to celebrate. Do not forget to celebrate yourself too. I will bet that you have probably done something nice for someone this year. Some of you might have inspired others, even if you don't know how or who you are. And most of you have helped someone else, even if you grudgingly did it only for the money, and you do know who you are. So I may be selling you short here. I don't know. What is certain, however, is that you are capable and worthy of God's favor. Paul wrote about this in Colossians. The Apostle Paul noted that you have the mystery hidden for ages and generations, which is Christ in you, the hope of glory. Claim your life, your wholeness, and your renewal. Lift a glass. You are the crown of creation. Celebrate good times. Come on. Amen and thank you.
Wow. Do we celebrate that your talk was so short?
Well, a lot of people do, Neil.
So if you're so guided, unmute your screens and celebrate today's talk with a comment. John?
Thank you. I always appreciate not the brevity, but the conciseness of Leon's ideas. And I appreciate the clarity, the directness, and the pace of your delivery is always right on the money. And some of the messages are very complex. Mine are in that category. I'm trying to tie everything together and it does not always work, but yours work, Leon, because of the clarity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
Good reminder to celebrate anytime, any day, any hour, regardless of what appears to be going on around you. Just remember the things that we are grateful for. The people, places, Zoom, and our congregation that has graciously managed to stay together all these years. Friends, neighbors, raking leaves. There's always a really good reason to celebrate. So would somebody else like to share their celebration thoughts? I see fingers moving.
Well,
Okay.
I'd like to interject if I may.
Mhm.
My wonderful daughter, Caroline, my younger daughter, has become engaged to a Coast Guardsman, a very nice, respectful, decent human being. And we're looking at the next few months as a possible wedding time. And naturally, we wish all of our engaged and newlyweds the very, very best in life. And so that's my good news. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, November for us is birthdays, anniversaries. I'll be 77, and a couple of days after that will be our 51st anniversary,
Wow.
if you believe that. So there's a lot of celebration and a lot of reason to celebrate, even November, Leon.
Even November.
Yeah, besides Thanksgiving.
Got 19 years.
Yes.
Got married 19 or 17.
Is that a comment or a celebration?
I was trying,
Congratulations, Neil. It's wonderful. He's trying to figure out how long we've been married.
Okay, well, you come back to us when you get the number.
It's over 19
Cool.
already.
Anyone else?
I think listening to the talk, and I'm trying to compare or see how the difference is between gratitude and celebration. Because we are grateful for our veterans, but do we celebrate them? I don't know, just made me think what's the difference? And I think we do need to do more celebrating, even the little things.
Jody?
I think you're right, Gloria. And sometimes we just need to be aware of why we're so fortunate. And they're a big part of why we're so fortunate, I believe, as we all are.
Jody?
Yeah, I was just, thank you, Leon. A couple of things. One, thanks for that quote about the, we reap more good than we sow, and as a, a definition of grace. That was, I really liked that quote. I'm going to look up some more stuff. And you made me think about a lot of different movies and books that I've read where the people that do the most celebrating tend to be the people who have the least.
Mm.
you know, that people, third world living, right, or whatever, is all about, I haven't achieved this, I haven't achieved that, I'm working toward this, I'm working toward that, and not looking at the little everyday things. But, like first world living, right?
Yeah.
Is like getting up every day and having a specific celebration for the sun coming up, or or having,
Actually, I think
I messed them up. Third world, first world. I said the wrong ones. I knew I was saying it wrong when I said it. I didn't correct myself. Thank you, Zach. But it's because I think sometimes because our lives, our world is so complicated that it makes us not be able to see the little things to celebrate so easily. And I'm always intrigued by, I'm watching a TV show right now where there's a Australian man trying to help in the slums of India. I don't know if anybody's watching that one or not, but and he's trying so hard. He's got to get clean water in there. He's got to get medicine. He's got to do this. He's got to do that. People are dying, and they're saying people die every day. Why are you celebrating this particular thing? Your life is terrible. No, it's not. And so the contrast was just really, vivid. And he was always like down. I mean, he's got a lot of things to be down, but and they were always up. So it made me think about that a little bit more. I'd like to, and Gloria, really cool, because I think I appreciate a lot of things, but do I actually celebrate those things that I'm appreciating, that I'm,
yeah. Tell me when you said I'm thinking.
You go ahead. Steve, go ahead.
No, you have a good thing that I want to.
I'm through.
Okay. I want to celebrate good friends because, first of all of you, and second of all, Gloria, I'm getting to go see that Van Gogh thing on Sunday next week.
Oh, is she the one that saw it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With really good friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah. So we won't be here next Sunday because we're spending the day with friends and going to see that Van Gogh. Whatever.
So I'm also celebrating that there'll be a recording next week that I can watch.
Right. That's right. There'll be a recording. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You'll enjoy it.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
You
Good.
will enjoy it.
Yeah.
Good. So well, we got 2 recommendations. All right. Yeah. Anyway, sorry about messing up. My brain hasn't turned on yet this morning, but I really appreciate, Leon, the idea of celebration, and now I feel challenged to put it more in the forefront.
And when you were turning off to Washington DC,
Oh.
we were celebrating all the veterans,
Mhm.
and I think we had to celebrate another guy from the Navy. We had to celebrate my uncle and grandfather, and
Mhm. Yeah, all the people that in our life that have passed, that were involved in,
the service.
in the service and big wars that, were very change things for everybody. Yeah.
You said celebrating, well, even Leon, I guess, was talking about celebrating daily or life. Think about all the people, well, we don't know, but people went to sleep last night and didn't wake up this morning.
Mhm. Mhm.
Do you remember when you opened your eyes and looked around the room and, oh, thank you, God? How many times have we said that? Maybe twice in our life. Remembering to wake up, or we got our wake up call, regardless of what time we got it, but we got it, and we're here. So there's a celebration that we were here for you, Uncle Leo, Leon, Jerry. Hello. We celebrate your life and our lives as well. So it's I'm gonna stop the recording, and then we'll do our traditional prayers, and then we'll close with a celebration.